Fabrizio Romano confirms that a star wants to leave as the door opens for a transfer to Liverpool. Liverpool receives a major boost as Newcastle makes a transfer U-turn on Isak, while the agent gives a promising update. Liverpool ready to make a move for a £40 million powerhouse that Slot should be crying out for. Hello, Reds fans. Welcome to your news channel for the greatest club in the world. Journalist Fabrizio Romano confirmed on his X account that Tyreek George, a young Chelsea prospect, wants to leave the club. According to him, several Bundesliga clubs have already shown interest in the 19-year-old forward, and the race for his signature is heating up. However, the interest is not limited to German football. George's potential departure could open the door for a move to Liverpool, which sees the player as an ideal fit for its plans to rebuild and rejuvenate its attacking lineup. George is young, versatile, and talented. He primarily plays on the left, but also has the skills to operate as an attacking midfielder or right winger, a valuable trait within Arne Slot's system. With Luis Diaz already gone and Darwin Núñez and Federico Chiesa also possibly leaving, Liverpool urgently needs attacking reinforcements. Even with the likely arrival of Alexander Isak from Newcastle, who is keen to join and waiting on club agreements, one signing won't be enough to cover all the gaps left behind. Liverpool's management knows it can't rely solely on young talents. Although 17-year-old Rio Numgamoha has shown great promise and boasts an impressive 0.65 goals per 90 minutes as a starter for Chelsea, it's risky to count on such a young and developing player for a full season. The Premier League demands players who are either ready or can maintain performance levels through rotation. The good news is that Liverpool has a strong track record with players coming from Chelsea. Examples include Daniel Sturridge and Mohamed Salah, who thrived at Anfield after leaving Stamford Bridge. Others, like Dominic Solanke and Ryan Brewster, didn't break through but were sold for significant profit, proving the club knows how to develop and capitalize on such talent. Tyreek George fits exactly what Liverpool looks for: young, technically gifted, physically strong, and with high development potential. With Chelsea undergoing yet another reshuffle and facing stiff internal competition, George's exit could be eased by a more stable and promising sporting project, something Liverpool offers right now. While the focus remains on the Isak deal, Liverpool is closely watching the market, and George presents a promising opportunity to strengthen the squad and continue its tradition of successful signings from Chelsea. Meanwhile, Newcastle United is reportedly preparing to allow Alexander Isak to leave, with Liverpool leading the race to sign him during this transfer window. The Swedish striker, a standout for the Magpies in recent seasons, has already expressed his desire to leave and join Liverpool. However, the deal hinges on one key factor: Newcastle securing a proper replacement. Liverpool has been very active in this summer's transfer market. Big names like Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and Hugo Ekitike are already confirmed or close to joining. Even so, the Reds are still pursuing more reinforcements, especially in attack. The departures of Luis Diaz and potential exits of Darwin Núñez and Federico Chiesa have left a pressing void to fill. Alexander Isak has long been viewed as the dream signing for Liverpool's attack. While it seemed unlikely months ago, things changed rapidly. Last week, Isak informed Newcastle's board of his desire to leave and made it clear he wants to play for Liverpool. In response, the Merseyside club submitted an official offer of £110 million, highlighting the seriousness of their interest. Fabrizio Romano revealed on his channel that Newcastle rejected the offer outright without leaving room for negotiation or even setting a minimum price. According to him, the Magpies simply said no, leaving the deal on hold, but this stance does not mean the player is untouchable. Internally, Liverpool understands that the refusal is part of a strategy and believes the situation can still evolve, especially since it's only early August and there's still time before the window closes. Liverpool also knows that completing the deal hinges on Newcastle's ability to find a suitable replacement.
that move may be close. According to TalkSport, Newcastle is advancing in talks to sign Benjamin Šeško from RB Leipzig and is reportedly near sealing the deal. Reports suggest Leipzig is willing to accept the Magpies' offer, which would clear the way for Isak's sale. Liverpool's aim with the first offer was clear: to show Isak the interest is real, that the club is financially ready and willing to make a major investment. The club has sent a strong signal of commitment and is now waiting for the right moment to make another move. The player's agent has confirmed that major decisions are close, while Newcastle legend Alan Shearer supported the idea of selling Isak if he truly wants to go. With Newcastle working to secure Šeško as a replacement, what once seemed unlikely is now becoming increasingly realistic. Isak wants the move, his agent is laying the groundwork, and Liverpool is ready. The transfer is getting closer to becoming a reality.
Last Monday, Fabrizio Romano revealed that Liverpool's board will soon make a decision regarding a potential move for Crystal Palace defender Marc Guuei. The center-back, who is entering the final year of his contract with the Eagles, could leave the club during this transfer window, and Liverpool is reportedly ready to make an offer, according to sources close to the club. Internally, Guuei is seen as a potential major signing. Despite having already spent over £250 million on Arne Slot's squad this summer, FSG shows that it hasn't finished strengthening the team for the 2025 season. According to former Manchester United and Blackburn scout Mick Brown, still an influential figure in football circles, Liverpool is indeed expected to make an offer for Guuei before the window closes. In an interview with Football Insider, Brown said, "Although all the focus is on Isak at the moment, from what I've been told, Marc Guuei remains on Liverpool's radar. I believe the club considers him just as important as Isak in terms of strengthening the squad." Brown also pointed out internal doubts about Ibrahima Konaté's reliability, as he has been making frequent mistakes and may leave when his contract expires next year. Additionally, the club has already parted ways with Jarell Quansah and doesn't see Joe Gomez as a long-term solution at center-back. If Liverpool wants to compete for all trophies, they can't afford to take risks in defense. Guuei would be a top-level signing. I expect them to be ready to make a move before the window closes. The need for a new center-back became even more evident last Monday during the friendlies against Athletic Bilbao at Anfield. In the first match, manager Arne Slot had to improvise by using Andy Robertson and 18-year-old Trey Nyoni as the center-back pairing. In the second game, midfielder Wataru Endo lined up alongside Konaté. This lack of natural defensive options, just 10 days before the Premier League opener, critically exposes the squad's weakness in that area. The pressure is mounting on Liverpool to complete the signing of Marc Guuei in August. Even though the club could potentially sign him for free next year, it cannot afford to wait. Crystal Palace is asking for around £40 million, a fair price for a 25-year-old defender with solid Premier League experience who stood out for England during Euro 2024. With Konaté's future uncertain, sporting director Richard Hughes must act quickly. Missing out on Guuei now would be a strategic mistake. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.